Morning. Well, it's cold and it's gloomy in South Wales today. Well, that's okay, because it's not raining. And I got so wet yesterday. And it just seems to have rained every day. For weeks now. I mean, I know it's winter and all, but it's been torrential rain. It really has. Oh, there's a bike path there. I would have gone on that if I'd known. As usual. No signs, no indication. So today, as every day, I'm using two GoPro Hero 8 cameras. And the same as every day, I'm hoping they both work. Because there's no guarantee of that. Because quite often they don't. Like so many things in the technology business. They may or may not work. And it's incredibly frustrating. Sometimes it films for about a quarter of an hour and then freezes up. Sometimes you can get back and it's frozen from the start, which is not uncommon. And they're just generally unreliable. And I'm told that the Hero 8 is the most reliable in the GoPro range. And the problem is, we've got used to it. We've got used to accepting poor quality in all technology. Just doesn't work. Oh well, that's all right. Switch it back off. Switch it off and back on again. Reload the firmware. But never do the manufacturers accept. It's because they've sold you a load of crap. See, they're always trying to sell you whiz-bang. New features. More and more features. Features that you'll never need. Rather than concentrating on quality. And then the features you do need, they've disabled. I don't like riding that little bit of road there, but it's the only way to get to the other side of the dual carriageway. Oh yeah, they're trying to make a device, all things to all people, and it's got millions of features you could never use. Started off with a mobile phone. They wanted to be your camera, your video camera, your internet browser, your sat-nav. The only thing it's not very good at is making phone calls. So in order to compete, the camera manufacturers now want you to use your camera to do video, or your video camera to do stills. And they're trying to pump more and more into smaller form factors. And generally they don't work. There's too much going on, too much processing, too much heat being generated. And then, as I said, the features that you do want, they've disabled. Why? I have no idea. The GPS data that you see on my videos comes from my Garmin. The GoPros have got GPS built in, but you can't use it, because the only way you can actually use it is to download all of the footage to your phone. Now, bearing in mind that in 4K you're generating about 32 gigs worth of data every hour. And that's all got to be uploaded to your phone. And worse still, if your pictures are synced with a cloud account, your phone starts feeding that 32 gigs up to your cloud account, which very quickly becomes full. And if you do decide to do that, you can then use 4 fields of GPS data, but only using the GoPro app. So you have to do all your editing on the phone. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a behind the scenes clip of filmmakers and video editors. You'll see most of them are using 2 or 3 30-inch monitors each. The thing you will notice is how few of them are actually making movies on a phone. With a Hero 7, you could use the GPS data on your computer. And for some reason, when the 8 came out, GoPro actually deliberately disabled that. Why? It's the same with my Garmin. I mean, I love the technology, don't get me wrong. If I'd had that when I was racing, what a huge bonus it would have been. It's great technology. But again, deliberately disabled from using it effectively. Because the only way you can use it is if it's linked to your phone. So if you want to plot a course or analyse the data and the graphs, you've got to do it on a 4-inch screen. At least with Garmin, they do have a web browser interface. There's no desktop app, but you can log onto it on a browser. But it will log you out after about 10 minutes. And there's no way of telling it to keep you logged in. And if your phone, and if your GPS decides that it's not going to connect to your phone, which it does quite often, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't say, oh well, that's all right, I'll download the data onto my computer. The only way you're going to get that data is through your phone. So you might be asking, if the GoPro is so bad, why do I use them? And the answer is that due to GoPro's muscle, marketing power, they've managed to force virtually all other manufacturers out of the business. And since they've done that, they've gone, well, we don't need to try anymore. People will buy any old rubbish off us. DJI came out with a really nice action camera. Magnetic modular design, it was lovely. Oh, I got one. But again, disabled from the start. It was only waterproof if you used the internal battery and storage. If you wanted more storage and longer battery life, you had to add on the battery module, and then it wasn't waterproof anymore. And then I found that it started to overheat and shut itself down. In quite a short space of time, 10 minutes or so. It turns out DJI know about the problem, so they've introduced a heat dispersing case. You just contact DJI and they'll send you one. So I contacted DJI and they said no, we're not prepared to give you the case because you didn't buy the camera directly from us. You have to go back to the retailer and ask them for one. So I went back to the retailer and they said no, they've never heard of this case and there's nothing they can do. I said, well, in that case, the camera's useless, I would like to return it. So DJI lost a sale and a customer. That's why I like cycling. Get out the house and have a good old moan.